You love your cat to the moon and back, but what if some of your everyday habits are secretly stressing them out? It's a scary thought, but tons of well-meaning cat owners make these common mistakes without a clue, and despite their cool, aloof reputation, cats are incredibly emotional and can be deeply affected by what we do. The tricky part is, their stress doesn't look like our sadness. It often shows up as acting out, hiding, or even destroying your favorite things. So today, we're diving into 10 surprising things that might be hurting your cat's feelings, and we'll give you the simple fixes to build an even stronger bond. Let's see if you're accidentally guilty of any of them. Neglect and lack of attention. First up, and this one is easy to miss in our crazy busy lives, is simple neglect. It's a common myth that cats are lone wolves who just want to be left alone. The truth is, most cats are social animals that form incredibly deep bonds with their people. Now, every cat is different, and some are more independent than others, but nearly all of them benefit from some form of interaction and affection. Ignoring your cat for long stretches, being too swamped for a cuddle, or suddenly changing your schedule can leave them feeling insecure and abandoned. You might notice them acting withdrawn, or you could see the total opposite. They might get anxious and start acting out. The fix? Just consciously set aside a little quality time each day. It doesn't have to be hours. 15 minutes of focused playtime with a wand toy or even just some gentle pets while you're on the couch can make all the difference, reminding them they're a loved and vital part of the family. Yelling and harsh punishment. This next one is huge. Yelling or using any kind of harsh punishment. Look, it's frustrating when your cat shreds the arm of the couch or sends your favorite mug flying. A loud, "Hey!" can feel like a totally natural reaction. But here's the thing. Cats don't get punishment. Not like dogs or people do. When you yell, they don't think, "Oh, I shouldn't have done that." They think, "Wow, my giant human is terrifying right now." All they register is fear, and that loud, angry energy feels like a threat, which can completely shatter the trust between you. Do it enough, and you can create a chronically anxious cat who hides, acts out aggressively, or even develops stress-related health problems. So, what's the alternative? Gentle redirection. If they're scratching the sofa, don't scream. Just calmly pick them up and move them to their scratching post. When they use it, shower them with praise or a treat. This positive approach teaches them the right thing to do and builds your bond instead of breaking it with fear. Loud noises and sudden movements. Does your cat bolt when you turn on the vacuum? That brings us to our third point. Loud noises and sudden movements. A cat's hearing is like a superpower. It's way more sensitive than ours, able to pick up frequencies we can't even imagine. This means everyday things like a loud TV, a dropped pan, slamming doors, or blasting music can be seriously overwhelming. To their ears, a sudden loud noise screams, "Danger!" Living in a constantly noisy house can put a cat on high alert 24/7, making it impossible for them to ever truly relax. They might become jumpy, hide away, or just seem skittish all the time. The solution is to be mindful of the noise in your home. Keep the volume on your devices moderate. Before you start the vacuum, maybe put your cat in a quiet room with the door closed until the coast is clear. A calmer, more predictable home helps your cat feel safe, letting them know they're in a true sanctuary. A dirty litter box. All right, this one might seem like a no-brainer, but you'd be surprised how often it's a source of major feline stress. A disgusting litter box. Cats are naturally very clean creatures. In the wild, they bury their waste to hide from predators, and that instinct is still hardwired into your little house cat. Forcing them to use a dirty, stinky box goes against their very nature. Imagine being forced to use a public toilet that hasn't been flushed in a week. It's horrifying. A dirty litter box is the #1 reason cats start doing their business in other places, like on your rug or your pillow. They're not being bad. They're making a desperate plea for a clean bathroom. The fix is simple and totally non-negotiable. Scoop the box at least once a day, and ideally twice. Give the whole box a good scrub with mild soap and water regularly. It's one of the most fundamental ways to show your cat you respect them and care about their well-being. Disturbing them. During eating or resting. Have you ever tried to pet your cat mid-meal or while they're snoozing? That brings us to number 5. Bothering them while they're eating or sleeping. These are 2 times when a cat feels they're most vulnerable. Think about it from a wild perspective. Your head is down in a bowl or you're completely asleep. Prime time for an ambush. That instinct is still there. When we interrupt them by petting them, trying to pick them up, or just making noise nearby, it can kick their stress response into high gear. Stress during meals can make them eat too fast or even create a bad vibe around their food, causing them to eat less. Bothering them when they're asleep robs them of the deep rest they need to be healthy. The solution is to set up some do not disturb rules. Teach everyone in the house, especially kids, to give the cat space when they're at the food bowl or curled up in their favorite nap spot. Respecting their vulnerable moments shows them that home is a place where they can truly let their guard down. We're halfway through. Have any of these been an oops moment for you? Let us know in the comments which habit you're planning to change. And hey, if you're learning something new about your furry overlord, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on more secrets of the feline mind. Abruptly, changing their environment. Cats are the ultimate creatures of habit. They're territorial and need a stable environment to feel safe. Their whole world is mapped out by scent and routine. So, our number 6 is making sudden changes to that world. When their territory gets scrambled, a cat can feel exposed and lost. This is when you see behaviors like hiding, constant meowing, or going off their food. If you have to make changes, the key is to do it slowly. Bring in new furniture one piece at a time and let your cat check it out on their own schedule. If you're moving, set up a safe room in the new place with all their familiar things: bed, litter box, food, toys. Let them get used to that single room for a few days before you slowly let them explore the rest of the house. A little patience goes a long way in helping them feel like they're still in charge. Calling them for unpleasant experiences. Let's talk about number 7, something so many of us do without thinking. Are you poisoning your cat's name? Do you coo, "Here, Fluffy," right before you shove them in the carrier for a trip to the vet? Or call their name just before you try to give them medicine? When you do this, your cat starts to connect their own name and you calling for them with something awful. Their name, which should mean cuddles and treats, becomes a warning siren for bad times ahead. This can seriously damage their trust and make them hesitant to come to you at all. The fix is simple. Only use their name for good things. Call them for playtime, snacks, or affection. When it's time for something they won't enjoy, like a nail trim, just go and gently get them without calling their name first. Lack of enrichment and play. It's easy to think an indoor cat is happy with a comfy bed and a full food bowl, but that brings us to number 8, a lack of fun and enrichment. Without mental and physical challenges, cats can get incredibly bored, frustrated, and even depressed. They are natural-born hunters, and that instinct doesn't just vanish because they live inside. If they can't stalk, chase, and pounce on something, all that pent-up energy comes out sideways, as shredded furniture, aggression, or nonstop meowing. A boring home is a stressful home. The solution? Enrich their world. This means giving them things like scratching posts to mark their territory, cat trees to climb, and window perches to watch the world go by. Most importantly, it means playing with them every single day. A wand toy that you make flutter and skitter like prey lets them complete that hunt-catch-kill sequence, which is incredibly satisfying for them. You can even rotate their toys to keep things fresh and exciting. An inconsistent diet and feeding routine. Just like they need a predictable home, Cats need a predictable routine, especially when it comes to food. This can lead to constant begging or even stress-related tummy troubles. On top of that, low-quality food or dirty bowls can make them feel physically awful. The solution is to create a feeding schedule and stick to it. Giving your cat 2 or 3 smaller meals at the same times every day adds a comforting rhythm to their life. It also helps you notice quickly if their appetite changes, which can be an early sign of sickness, and make sure to wash their bowls daily because old food can grow some nasty bacteria. A reliable routine is a cornerstone of a happy cat. Ignoring signs of grief or emotional distress. Finally, at number 10, we have ignoring signs of grief. Yes, cats absolutely grieve the loss of a companion, whether it's another pet or a person. A survey by the ASPCA found that after a companion cat passed away, many cats would eat less, sleep more, and meow more frequently. They absolutely feel the absence of a member of their social circle, and it can be deeply upsetting. Grief in a cat can look a lot like depression. They might withdraw, lose their appetite, seem lethargic, or wander around looking for their lost friend. It's a huge mistake to just dismiss this and expect them to get over it. The best thing you can do is give them extra comfort and support. Keep their daily routine as normal as possible to provide stability. Spend more quiet time with them, offering gentle pets and just being a reassuring presence. And don't rush out to get a new pet, as that can just add more stress. Simply acknowledging their pain and giving them the time and care to work through it is one of the deepest ways you can show your love. Conclusion. Being a great cat owner isn't about being perfect. It's about being aware and willing to learn. A lot of these habits are things we do without ever meaning to cause harm. But by seeing the world from your cat's super-sensitive point of view, you can stop these accidental hurts and build a bond that's even stronger and more loving. So don't feel bad about past mistakes. Just focus on the awesome changes you can make starting today. Thanks so much for watching. If this video helped you understand your cat a little better, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more insights into our amazing feline friends. And be sure to check out our other video on the subtle signs your cat is secretly telling you they love you. See you next time.